Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. Today I have a video that is going to look very familiar because these are the kinds of videos that this channel is really known for. And this is a Hobonichi Weeks Plan with me. Here are some of the tools we'll be seeing today. These are the tools and toys stencils, and they come from Hobonichi, so you can buy it with your next Hobonichi. They're very useful, and for a while they were very popular. Here I'm showing you the disc-bound planner that I use to jot down my thoughts, and basically this is the outline of what we are going to be doing today. I made a few modifications, but this is the layout that we'll be trying out. And I also wrote down a lot of the different options that you could use instead of the ones that I wrote down. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside and we can start this plan with me. I'm also reusing a 2025 Hobonichi Weeks. It was going to be my journal, but at that time, the Hobonichi Weeks was my work planner and it had worked out very well that year, but this year I'm changing it up. Here are some of the other tools, particularly the pens that we will be using for today, and my cat wanted to say hello. Here is a mild liner. I'm not sure if I'm going to be really sticking with mild liner for very long this year, but I had it, so I thought I'd go ahead and use it. So let's go ahead and begin with lining our pages. Another disclaimer, this is a new camera setting that I'm using. It came with the phone upgrade that I just got this year, and I'm still working out how this works. So unfortunately, some of the footage is going to be a little bit blurry, and I'm sorry for that, but we are working on it. And when I say we, I mean just me. So here I'm just following the dots that are already on the page, and those are quite useful, and I'm glad that the Hobonichi layout has that. But for this line, the last line on the left page, I'm going rogue and just using the stencil. I'm going to make sure that that last line would fit the stencil or the drawing on the stencil so that when I use it, it'll fit snugly into that little section of the left page. I'm using the Sarasa pen in black. This is in 0.5, and the Sarasa is a wonderful pen to use on Tomorrow River paper because it just glides. There's no snagging. You know how it is when it's scratchy a little bit, and some of the Pilot pens do that. The Sarasa doesn't. I'm not really quite sure if the 0.3 would feel the same, but the 0.5, perfect. So now that it is lined, so the horizontal line, by the way, divides the weekdays and the weekend. We are now moving on to the right page. So I'm measuring 2 boxes from the quote-unquote invisible line. They changed the name of that line quite recently, if I remember correctly, from Instagram. So I'm not sure what that's called now, but we used to call it the invisible line. So that section has a little bit of more space to write in, and I'm going to go ahead and divide per day. While I am dividing this per day, it's not going to be used as a daily extension as I did with a lot of my other layouts. There's something else that I'm going to be using it for, so please stay tuned until the end of the video so you get to see what this is all about. So here I'm just finishing my horizontal lines, matching the horizontal lines that are on the left page. It's been a while since I've made this kind of video, so forgive me if I'm not being very good at it as well as I did before, because it has been, I think, 2 years since my last Hobonichi Weeks layout video. So here is our page all lined now. It doesn't look very, how should we say this? Like, it has a lot of space to write in, but there's beauty in that. There's usefulness in that. Because you don't have a lot of space and everything is segregated, then you won't write too many things. And speaking of writing, I will be using this new Coeco that I just purchased from PlannerCon. It is 0.5. This is the aluminum one, and I have to say it feels great, looks great, but I prefer the plastic ones because this one is really heavy. So I'm writing down my headers. I wrote today, and next to that I wrote about, and then here I'm just going to write an arrow because there's not a lot of space, and at the last section or column I will write W. Moving on, I am making trackers here, but not all the way through, not all the way down. And I will be making more headers after this. And this one is the this week section, and this is the reminders section of what's going to happen in the week. So when your week starts, you can just write down the goals of that week, and you are reminded of it whenever you open your planner. So in this section, I am dividing it into two. I have notes, and then I also have lists. So there's not a lot of space for notes. If you'd like, you can always utilize the pages at the back. Here at the bottom, I'm writing down life because work-life balance is very important. And then, of course, this will not be a Paper Joy kind of video if I don't have next week section at the bottom. So those are the headers all done. And I think I'm going to go back in later for more headers because some of them don't have any headers at all. And as you can see here, the weekdays, which are technically my work days, are separated from my weekends. Sometimes I would work through the week, including weekends, and then just have 2 weeks worth of work. But this week, it's not that heavy, so we are good with this. I'm also redating the pages. I can't be bothered to use the whiteout that I have. It's actually a cream whiteout, so it's not a whiteout. It's from Midori, and it would work for this. I'm not really looking to make it too pretty, so this will work for me. It is going to be a write and dash kind of situation, so I'm good with that. So here I'm using the green stencil to write down a symbol so it looks neater. And that is going to be a section or a column that would mark my major priorities. So I'm just using the mile liner to mark it, and I'm writing down what I'm supposed to be doing for the week. Next to that, I'm going to be tracing the little squares. So if you have this or you want to try this, just be aware that the squares will not fit the individual day sections of the left page of a Hobonichi Week. So if you don't like that, this might not be the stencil for you. There are other stencils that are made by but not big company shops, so smaller shops at Etsy that would do this very well. But since I had the Tools and Toys stencils, I might as well use it. So here at the skinnier column or section, just writing down a few things. So those are littles. They're not supposed to take a lot of time, and they're not supposed to be a priority, so that is good. And then I'm using the stencil, the blue one this time, to mark weather. Weather is actually one of the things that affect my productivity, and you wouldn't think that, but because I am very sensitive, I guess, I'm highly affected by my environment. So I thought I'd put weather down to see if the weather is bad, if I get more work done, or I'm more inclined to call it an early day. So next to that, I have my focus hours. So that section. So this is what I was talking about, that a lot of them are blurry. This is one of the footage, actually this entire footage. So I'm sorry for that. So I'm just tracking hours, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So hopefully 4 focus hours. And then I'm tracking my mood. So I know if that day is a special productive day. And then after that, I have a few more little boxes that I can use as trackers or as mini reminders for different types of information that I would like to have in my Hobonichi, such as sleep. So sleep also affects my productivity. So basically this entire section that's divided into 7 little ones could be helping you to track why and when you are being productive. And for me, I only have 3 things that I wanted to track on there. So for the other section, I wanted to write down my midweek updates, so Wednesday, and my end of day or Friday. So that would be actually end of week. It should be end of week, but I've already written down days, so that's fine. And then my weekend plans and my actual rest day, because not the entire weekend is a rest day if you are, doing all of the things yourself. And quite a few people will agree that not all the weekend is a rest day. Some of them are like busier than weekdays. So here I'm writing down my reminders, and once again, it is incredibly blurry, so I'm sorry for that. We are really needing to work on this footage situation. But this section actually is very important because it will really it is in a prominent position where you are likely to look at it. So whatever you write down there would be highlighted. So here I'm writing down quite a few things that will probably motivate me to just finish this project that I'm working on. And I do work from home. I don't always do that, but there is a gap in my working hours where this month and the next month I am working from home. And then here at the bottom, I am writing down that I am working from home. Nothing groundbreaking there, and just a little reminder for myself to concentrate on the paper. And also the lighting is changing, so I'm sorry for that. We are going to get better. So here I am using the little dialogue box. So something is highlighted that I will be out on Sunday. So that's not going to be a rest day. It's going to be Saturday. That's the rest day. So that is the week so far. I'm still going to write down a reminder on Sunday that I am due for a social occasion that day. Not all social occasions is a moment where you can recharge. Some of them actually drain your batteries more than working. So this one should be fun, hopefully. And I am looking forward to this a little bit more than usual. So if you do have events like that, it's nice to write it down as well, even if it is your work planner. I mean, there are weeks where I don't want to see anything social. I just want to concentrate on work, but that is not this week. So weekend plans, I do need to go grocery shopping. I need lights out or lunch out, and then I do have rest day on Saturday. And this is the finished page. So we're going to go through the page anatomy now. So from left to right of the left page are descending points of importance. So the very left would have, or the very left column would have the most important things, and going to the right, it's not going to be as significant. The second column, the one at the middle, actually explains or breaks down the information on the first column. So you have a goal, and then you probably will divide that into several steps, and that can be written down on the second column. So a third column is littles, and then the very last column is weather, and then you go into the right page. That would be tracking, reminders, notes, lists, etc. And that's it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want some more planning videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you have other friends who are interested in this kind of content, make sure to share this video and leave your comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.